Good morning, everybody.
皆さんおはようございます。
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Good morning.
It is an honor for me
本
to be
日
here
このような機会をいただきまして大変
Please
光
allow
栄に
me
思って
to
おります
to the management of Mori Art Museum,
森
especially
美術
to
館
Fumio Nanjo-san,
特に南條先生に
who
感謝
has
申し上げたいと
invited
思
the
います
minister Mari
私ど
Pangstu
もの大臣
to speak at the
ご招待いただ
this
きましてありが
distinguished
とうございま
forum
す。この素晴らしいフォー
talking
ラ
about
ム
the
に
innovative city,
イノベーティブシテ
which
ィ
is
の
an
話
interesting
を
topic
す
to be
る
discussed
こ
and
れは本
searched
当にト
among
ピックと
us.
しても非常に興
With
味深い
deep
ものだと思ってお
regret,
りますが、
Minister
その話をするということ
Mari
で
Pangstu
ご
really
招評
want
いた
to
だ
be
きまし
here,
た。ありがとうございま
but
す。
because there are
残
tasks
念
that
なが
cannot to be
ら
abandoned,
ファンゲス
Minister
大
Mari asked
臣
me
どうしても
to
公務を離
represent
れる
on
ことが
her
できないという
behalf.
ことで代わりに私が今回この場に立っております。
The topic of the presentation
プレゼン
previously
テーション
given
の
is
トピック、もともと与えられていましたのは
beautiful lifestyles, but I changed the title
美
slightly
と生
to
活をデザインする
urban
街、シティ
lifestyle
ーズ・ビュ
in
ーティフル・ライフ
Bandung,
スタイルズということだ
Surakarta,
ったんですが、
Pekalongan,
私のこれ
and
はバンドゥン、
Yogyakarta.
ペカロンガ、ジョコジャカルタのアーバンライフスタイルということで
The
お話
topic
を
of
させ
the
ていただきたいと思い
presentation
ます。
previously given is cities of beautiful
もとも
lifestyles.
とは Cities of
And this
Beautiful Lifestyles
presentation
だったん
is
ですが、
presented with a list of contents as follows.
このようなタイトルで内容でお話を進めていきたいというふうに思っております。
So I mentioned earlier that I use the definitions of the
定義
urban
ア
lifestyle
ーバンラ
is
イフスタイル
urban lifestyle is a way
定
of
義は何
life
か
of
と言います
or
と、
style of living in town
街
that
で住む
reflects the attitudes
ラ
of
イフスタイ
values
ルの
of
中
a
で
person
それぞれの個
or
人
group.
あるいはグループの価値観、姿勢を反映するもの、位置づけております。
Based on that definition, we'll be able to see what and how urban lifestyle in the cities of Bandung, Surakarta, Pekalongan, and Yogyakarta is. Bandung is the past known as Paris van Java because the landscape similar to the city of Paris. In this year, the city of Bandung has proposed to UNESCO as a creative city with the theme of design. Also, Surakarta is known as the Cultural Heritage City, which is almost similar to the city of Yogyakarta. Surakarta chose a theme of design, while the city of Yogyakarta chose a theme of craft and folk art. Pekalongan City, known as the city of Batik, in the 2008, we have inscription from UNESCO, the best practices for education and training in Indonesian Batik. This year, Pekalongan City has been proposed to UNESCO as a creative city by choosing the theme of craft and folk art. Approach design thinking. What I mean is design thinking is used as a tool for interdisciplinary collaboration to achieve product innovation, service, or system. Design thinking approach has been used by the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy to explain how the new ministry was formed in 2011, which is responsible for the creative economy, formulate policies and develop programs and activities that have been arranged in the strategic plan in force to until 2014. Why until 2014? Because next year, 2015, is a presidential election year. So the elected president and the cabinet will draw up a 5-year plan that will be implemented by the ministries or agencies. Since its establishment, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy has conducted a series of focus group discussion to obtain input from creative people who represent the creative subsector of creative economy as follows: research and development, advertising, architecture, fine art and gallery, crafts, design, fashion, film and video, music, performing arts, publishing, software, television and radio, computer games, and culinary. We believe in the creative economy will generate revenue and strengthen our national identity. We also want to strengthen socio-economic development by utilizing ICTs because Indonesia is an archipelago that stretches 5,000 kilometers at the equator and consists of 17,000 islands and 6,000 of them inhabited. This year, internet user in Indonesia is projected to rise 30% to 82 million users and continues to grow to 107 million users in 2014. In 2015, internet user is expected to reach 139 million users, or 50% of the total population, according to the target of the World Summit Information Society. Vlog generation, a similar lifestyle in various parts of the world due to the influence of ICTs. I quote the opinion. It was written on the official program book, quoted by the Professor Heizo Takenaka-san. 60% of the global population is expected to live in urban areas within 20 years. In Indonesia, 60% of the total population is under the age of 39 years old and mostly use internet for update status on Facebook, searching on Google, sending email, chatting, and upload photo on Instagram. But 30 to 40% of them use the internet for personal business purposes, such as online marketing. We are in the ministry to encourage and enhance their knowledge through capacity building program, activating creative public space, building social networks among them. And every year we have an event, namely Creative Product Weeks. And this year, this event is a celebration of creative people in Indonesia that will be held in Jakarta on November 27 until December 2nd, 2013. We also giving them access to finance. We push them to be bankable. Access to technology. We already signing MOU with Intel Corporation. Access to market. We facilitate them to participate at the marketing market in Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, and UK. And facilitate them to protect their creative products with intellectual property rights. Currently, users of social media in Indonesia as much as 96%, and the rest read newspapers, listen to the radio, and watching television. Indonesia is a Facebooker number 4 in the world, and Indonesian people love to chat to send 15 tweets per second, which means the user Twitter 4th largest in the world. As many as 87% of tweets are sent via mobile, and 53% of tweets with retweets reply. Within 60 seconds in the world, internet user in the world update status on Facebook, searching on Google, and open email. We refer to it as the lost generation. Every individual in the world doesn't hold a variety of values of the most important and most meaningful. But in the real world, we live by the values we believe in, serve as guideline in the act. By using ICT, we do hope not to revoke the value, meaning, and identity, but rather to maintain cultural diversity and environmental sustainability. Our objectives as follows. First, to increase economic contribution and competitiveness of tourism. Second, to increase the economic contribution to the creative industry sector and increase appreciation to the creator and his work. And the third, to increase the capacity and professionalism of human resources and creating new innovation. We also have policy guidelines as follows. First, developing a tourism destination that is safe, convenient, and attractive for tourists both domestic and overseas. Second, increasing the income and welfare of the community, including creative people in tourism destination. What we are going to do with policy guideline is to increase the competitiveness of tourism destination and visitors, both domestic and overseas, by offering products that are concerned with the environmental sustainability and respect for cultural diversity. Contribution tourism sector's contribution to GDP in 2012 was 321 trillion rupiahs. It's equal to 3.9%. Employment was 9.2 million. It's equal to 8.3%. And revenue was 9.1 trillion rupiahs. And we also creative economic contribution to GDP in 2012 was 573 million rupiahs, equal to 6.9%. And for labor contribution was 11.7 million, equal to 10.6%. And for business unit was 5.3 million units, equal to 9 to 7%. So now we are going to explain policy implementation. We have completed the implementation of step-by-step policy from the level of meta, macro, meso, and down to the micro level. Focus on meta level to establish long-term goals. In long-term goals, until 2025, Indonesian society is advanced, equitable, and prosperous through acceleration of development in the field of tourism and creative economy, with a solid economic structure based on competitive advantage. At the macro level, focus on inter-ministerial coordination. What we are going is manage system monitoring and collecting information to identify the best models. By that reason, we learn from other countries, such as UK, from Center for Fashion Enterprise, Korea from the Ministry of Culture and ICTs for film and performing art, and also media, Japan for performing arts and creative city. Organize inter-ministerial meeting, identify the uniqueness and excellence of local creative product that will be promoted. We improve product quality with new innovation. And then implement branding as a national strategy to promote Indonesia. We have a branding, namely Wonderful Indonesia for tourism and Indonesia Creative for creative economy. Wonderful Indonesia included wonderful nature, wonderful culture, and wonderful people. Our focus on people, because people have the ability to learn and adapt to the changing environment. Meso level focus on to conduct cooperative studies on the relationship between creativity with related industries. That is organizing, networking, and sectoral association, facilitation of partnership, joint ventures which include multi-stakeholders, including NGOs and academics. For example, in the development of the fashion industry, the Ministry of Industry doing research materials and standards, Ministry of Small Medium Enterprise developing micro-scale business to medium-scale business, while the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy undertake capacity building for the designers. We work together with Femina Groups, Association of Indonesian Fashion Designer and Entrepreneurs, and also Center for Fashion Enterprise from UK. Our focus on people because people have the ability to learn and adapt to the environment. For micro level, focus on new places that are prioritized into a special interest for tourist attraction. Undertake capacity building for stakeholders in the tourism and creative industry, working with agencies and local governments in developing tourism destination based on cultural diversity and environmental sustainability. For this reason, we encourage local government to improve product quality and conduct joint promotion. We also have a map of distribution of National Tourism and Development Master Plan, which is valid until 2025. In the master plan, the Indonesian territory is divided into clusters of tourism development. We have 50 national tourism destinations, consists of 88 strategic tourism areas, and 222 national tourism development areas. We define the creative city based on the map of national tourism strategic area. And now we are down to the earth, how to activate creative public space. Creative public space can be outdoor or indoor, that can be used for a variety of creative activities. We call it creative zone. It means a region that has specific geographic boundaries that provide a creative space or place for creative people, government people, business people, and communities to express, to produce, to disseminate, and to appreciate their creative products. In the creative zone, there is a village, regency, district that has one or more creative space or creative center. In the creative zone, we are developing a new attraction, which is being developed as an attraction of special interest, is a creative city that will bring a special interest travelers. This year, we have proposed 4 cities of Bandung, Solo, Jogja, and Pekalongan to UNESCO, which will be the Creative City Network, along with other cities in the world, such as Santa Fe in USA, Aswan in Egypt, Kanazawa in Japan, Incheon in Korea, Hangzhou in China for the theme of craft and folk art, and the cities of Buenos Aires in USA, Berlin, Germany, Montreal, Nagoya in Japan, also Kobe, Shenzhen in China, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Seoul, Korea, Saint-Étienne, France, Grasse in Beijing, China, for the theme of design. We will learn from the cities that have been recognized by UNESCO as the Creative City Network, so that we can manage our city better. Furthermore, we will expand urban lifestyle in 4 cities based on cultural value orientation. That is lifestyle-oriented to life, lifestyle-oriented to nature, lifestyle-oriented to human, lifestyle-oriented to time, and lifestyle-oriented to work. This is location where the Bandung, Pekalongan, Solo, and Yogyakarta is in Java. Even though Indonesia has entered the era of the creative economy, all forms of life cycle ceremonies such as tradition still remain to be done. You can see that religious festivities since birth, marriage, and ceremony. And this one, there are religious leaders praying together in face of natural disaster And we always see the people using computer. Urban lifestyle related to nature. You can see so many people plant trees. Okay. And this one, city forest in Bandung. This one, city park. This kind of cultural landscape in Pekalongan. And this one, kind of product made of bamboo, cyclist. And this one, we call it Andong in Yogyakarta. We call this one less carbon footprint because they use human power. We call it becak. We also run not only indoor activities but outside activities. And we are doing together what we call in Bahasa is gotong royong, with based on principle of reciprocity. And this one lecture at the outside in Bandung. Urban lifestyle related to human. Just to give you example, this some facilities for disabled person, and also zebra crossing and pedestrian. Can you see this in Bandung? Yes. A way for cyclists. This is bike parking, and this one is city traffic. They learn how to live since they're child, like this. Urban lifestyle related to time. This one is shelter in Yogyakarta, and how to make batik in Pekalongan, and queuing. This information about queuing. Urban lifestyle related to work. We show you their activities in the class. I believe so they have to learn before to get a job. It's also learning in the communities and in the market, traditional market. This is situation when they discussing in the room, in the cafes. This is also in the cafes. So my conclusion is creative cities should be able to accommodate social and economic activities of the citizen. Creative city must maintain cultural diversity and environmental sustainability. So let us develop a creative city while maintaining the value, meaning, and identity as a person or group. Thank you very much.